So science has shown that some of the practice of yoga, whether it's the breathing techniques, the postures themselves, or the mindfulness, addresses a lot of the things that trauma victims are facing. If we're looking at the breathing techniques, within our workshop we talk a lot about the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system and how our breathing can help regulate those so we're not always in this constant state of fight or flight. We can actually reset back to normal. How we place that mindfulness on breathing and actually the deep breathing itself addresses that and helps to reset that system. If we're looking at some of the emotional or the mental side of trauma, often people are unable to recognize what their emotions are, again, because they're kind of stuck in this state of hyperarousal. We talk also a lot about interoception. So interoception is being able to recognize the feelings so that you can then appropriately deal with them. The mindfulness of yoga, we really place an emphasis on recognizing what you're feeling in the body. So we're not telling people what to feel, we're just asking them to notice what they're feeling. That starts to spur that ability to have that interoception and can help deal with a lot of the emotional side. Finally, the postures themselves, sometimes when people have faced trauma, they have a very physical reaction to that, and they feel a lot of tension or pain when they are doing activities or when they're seated or when they're standing. They can have trouble sleeping because of that. So the postures themselves are beneficial as we are exercising the body, we're working to increase flexibility and mobility, and we're taking out some of that tension.